So I went to Streetside Anthony's. I was like, I don't need that many comic books. I came home with half a short box. Let's take a look at what I picked up in this video from Bronzeville Comics. Hello, panelologists. This is Jim from Bronzeville Comics coming to you with another video. And before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe as I charge my cell phone. And check out the description of this video for links to my eBay store, email, whatnot, and Instagram. Yeah, because I just finished logging all the books I picked up today into CLZ. I'm just looking around to see if I'm missing anything. I am in the midst of a mess, but I'm digging through like some old stuff, and I found like some books that I bought in 2021. That when I was concerned that there might be a flood here in the basement, and I got everything off the basement floor, and just boxes went everywhere on piles of stuff, and I've started to go through stuff, and I'm finding some pretty nice keys that kind of lost track of. At any rate, I went to Streetside Anthony's. He texted me that he was doing a sale. It was a beautiful Saturday, like no humidity. I got there at like, I think 9:45 in the morning, and I was not the first. There were plenty of people. There was a lot of people there. And I know a bunch of the people that are regulars or semi-regulars, and we talk about stuff. So, part of it's buying comics, and just, as I always say, part of it is hanging out and talking about things that are comic related, non-comic related, life related. There's one guy there that I know that, he basically had the same job that I did. He was a teacher, math teacher, and taught AP statistics. And he's now retired. So I'm soon following. Anyway, Lone Wolf Comics was there. JC had a bunch of $2 books, and then he had some price books. And basically I spent my whole my whole budget with him. Because Anthony's stuff I had gone through like last week, so I was kind of familiar with anything. What did I pick up? $2. We'll go through these fairly quick. Ghost Rider 15, Glow in the Dark. On this, Whatnot, that always sells for me. Swamp Thing 46, kind of this dark preview, but I always like this cover with Batman, Hawkman, and Phantom Stranger. Icon, this is issue number 39, one of the later issues in this milestone run. I actually... I think we're going to see Icon in the DCU at some point. I really do. They brought him him and Rocket into Young Justice, so I'm kind of thinking that's going to happen. These later issues, tough to get. The paper is so thin in these. I didn't even realize it until like I was counting pages, and I'm becoming like it felt very light. Avengers 273 Anniversary Border. This just a nice Silver Age. My Greatest Adventure. This is before the Doom Patrol took over that title. Daredevil 110. Unfortunately, this is missing the Marvel Value stamp. Wolverine 23. This is one of my... I like this John Byrne cover. What do you think? I think that's pretty cool. Superman 75. Fourth print newsstand. Those third and fourth print newsstands are a little pricier. The thing that's kind of funny about Superman 75... It's all black cover, both front and back, so it's hard to get in high grade. 9.8 of the direct first print is like $175, $200 book. It's crazy. If you can find that in the high grade, it's worth it. Amazing Adventures 23, War of the Worlds with Killraven. Just a nice, cool, unexpected Joe Kubert cover. This Firestorm number 7. This is a nice copy of the first Plastique. This is going to go in the spec pile. I have to start separating these out. Spec. This is a horror. So that's going to go for my Christmas era thing. The rest of these are probably for sale. Yeah. A lot of these I already have. This one, I like this. I missed there's a little crunch in the corner. This is the first appearance of Shazam Squadron of Justice. When DC did these JLA, JSA crossovers, and they started to bring back other teams or cross over with somebody else or bring in their characters from other publishers that they had bought. So it was at 7108, they did the Freedom Fighters, the Quality Comics heroes. Here's a 3-parter with the Fawcett characters: Bullet Man, Bullet Girl, Ibis, Mr. Scarlet, Pinky, and the Spy Smasher. Ibis and the Spy Smasher were also, along with Captain Marvel, had their first appearance in Wiz Comics #2. And we will see in the 3rd issue of that crossover, there was that classic cover of Superman and Captain Marvel. Frank Miller, Daredevil 185. Captain America 273, first appearance of Helmut Zemo. X Factor 10, anniversary cover. Daredevil 127. Not a key, but, you know, some decent and pretty decent shape, the 2 Daredevils, those two. 119. Anniversary cover for FF 296. It does have a little bit of a crease here, so it is kind of more mid-grade. Gen 13, #1. This is from the limited series. This is J. Scott Campbell's first cover, I believe. This is going in the slab pile. What else? Oh, this is a nice copy. Avengers 148. It's like a 9-ish, 8.59. Not perfect, but pretty cool. Also a fairly nice copy, Marvel Superheroes #28, featuring Iron Man and Daredevil. I think they were reprints at this time. This PC book, this is Detective Comics 1000. I don't know how many of these variants I got for Detective at the time. I might have gotten all of them, but I don't remember. So some of these anniversary issues, like when they had like the 70th anniversary or Detective Action 1000, they did the variant, and they did like a different variant in the style, decade by decade. So this is the 60s variant. This is a Jim Steranko cover. I was actually kind of surprised. Steranko obviously is still active. I'm surprised he does not do more variants. I think that, and I'm surprised that's not more popular. This is a variant. This is Michael Cho, but I just like that cool 50s variant, and especially with the trade dress. G.I. Joe Special Missions #1. That's going to go. I put this aside G.I. Joe and Transformers. Eventually I'll run a show. And this is Steve Rude. This is the 30s homage. I'm a big fan of Steve Rude, like that book. Wonder Woman 97, Brian Boland Joker cover, X-Men 183. I just picked up any X-Men under 200. 192 newsstand, 194 newsstand. None of these are keys, really, or big keys. 170, 183, another 183, 177, 192, 185, 187, another 192, 189, 190, 180, 206 newsstand. Now, none of these newsstands were. This one is fairly nice, but I didn't think any of them were real 9/8 contenders. I think just about any X-Men this era newsstand is gonna. This first appearance of Invisible Woman is Malice, FF 232 newsstand. And another X-Men 179. Wonder Man #1. This is going in the spec pile I have a bunch of these for when the show comes out. X-Men 250. Giant Size Defenders 1, lower grade, but still nice giant size square bound. Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen 137. This is when Jack Kirby was doing the book. It's got the Newsboy Legion and the Guardian, who were Kirby creations along with Joe Simon in the 40s in Star Spangled Comics. And they were doing a bunch of Sandman, Manhunter for DC and all that. Superman Volume 2, #1, first Metallo. Young Avengers #2. I just pick these up when I see them. I'm trying to complete that. Was it a 12-issue run? Nice copy. Blackhawk 232. It does have a tear in it, but other than that, it's really clean. Nice checkerboard DC. These Blackhawks are kind of kooky around this time. Hulk 212. Strange Adventures, another 188. I was trying to hunt because the issue number is the background is dark brown, even black, and they put black ink for the I can kind of make out the May in the light on the camera. It's issue number 188. I had to make note of that. Kingdom Come. This is number 3. This is a really high grade. That's going to go on the slab pile. As is this number 1. Number 1 does 3 less so, but I'd like to get the whole run. Another Icon number 41 towards the end of the series. This is going to go in my spec pile. This is Teen Titans number 45. First appearance of Karen Beecher, who's the girlfriend of Mal Duncan. Karen Beecher is the first African-American superheroine in DC Comics. It was supposed to be Vixen, but DC Implosion canceled. It was supposed to be, I think she was supposed to have a backup. I don't think she was supposed to have her own series. Batgirl 52. That's a pretty cool cover. I needed this. I did not have that issue. Another Hulk 219. Classic X-Men 3 Anniversary Border. Gen 13 number 12 Classic J. Scott Campbell cover. Not a 9.8 contender. That's good to book to have a 9.8. Secrets of Haunted House 34. That goes for Horror Night. Mr. Miracle number 19. This is when they rebooted the series. The Kirby run ran 18 issues. They brought it back. Now this, I've had this, I think I picked this issue up recently. So you have a combination of things. You have a cover by, no, this is cover by Marshall Rogers, and Marshall Rogers also did the interior art. I mean, you're talking, maybe I had a different issue that had a different cover, because Steranko was involved also. And Mr. Miracle, we just heard the announcement they're going to get a series. Detective Comics 647 for Stephanie Brown, who becomes Spoiler, and later Batgirl. That's a slammable copy. Wolverine number 67, second Old Man Logan, first Spider Bitch. I didn't make up the name. X-Men 257 newsstand. Here's another of those anniversary issues. Wonder Woman 750 with this Brian Boland cover. It's a 100-page square bound. Justice League of America 189. Speaking of Boland, this 2-part Starro series, both with Boland covers. Forever People number 11. Some Kirby goodness. Captain Marvel 61. And another Kingdom Come. This is going to go in. I have a pile of stuff for incomplete miniseries and stuff. And so I just picked up Kingdom Comes. So I picked up the 3 of them. Sometimes you find, you know, parts of the series, not the whole thing. So that, though, I didn't anticipate the other 2 Chef's Kiss. Really nice 9.8 potential. Not that one. So then the price books. I picked up this. I'm trying to work on this Mystery in Space run for the Hawkman issues. So that is an issue number 89. Nice copy. Does have a pop-top staple. I mean, those often with work can be remedied. I'm not sure it's worth it, but a nice looking copy. That's going to go on the PC. This is going to go for grading. Thor 337 newsstand. He had a whole stack of them. I thought this was the highest grade. And then there was another guy that said, oh, I missed those in the box. And he was looking at what I didn't grab. And he said he didn't think it's borderline, but still, it's worth it in a 9.6. That's going to get graded. Amazing Spider-Man 128. This is, this is a sharp copy, right? It does need a press. And I think we can get into the 9s on that. So that is pretty cool. It's the origin of the Vulture in that one. That's going to go get slabbed. This I picked up timely right now. Conan the Barbarian number 24, first cover appearance and second appearance of Red Sonja. I'm not going to slab that right away. I'll see if I sell it raw. Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 36. Got a pretty good deal on this one. It's a decent mid-grade copy. And then finally, Amazing Spider-Man 110. This is the first appearance of the Gibbon. Okay. There were also, I've already put them away, or 2 of them away. He's had distributor packs, and I picked over the best stuff. I already got some of the, I grabbed, he had a bunch of, like, he had, at a show several months ago, Wolverine 8s, and I'm trying to think what the second print of Predator 1. But what I picked up mostly was, because everybody else going after the Marvel stuff or the Dark Horse, I'm grabbing Lobo 1s, right? And then Jason Momoa was announced as Lobo. So I have, I picked up 3 more Lobo 1s. One of them is probably not a 9.8. That's fine. And so I'll probably submit the other 2. Dark cover, a little bit harder to get. So anyway, that was my Saturday morning. Let me know what you think of the haul. Let me know what you think about these comics. In the meantime, you can take a look at a couple of my other videos here. And this is Jim saying until next time, enjoy your comics.